You need to take control of your life and start taking things seriously. How many of you watching this video have said that you wanted to start something and have made so many excuses on why you haven't started? Now, there is a reason why when you begin a habit, it seems so easy and effortless. The reason behind this is there's a dopamine spike in your brain whenever you tell yourself that you're going to stick to a habit. The reason is because your mind thinks that you're automatically going to stick to that habit, and it gets excited thinking about all the rewards that will come if you do actually stick to that habit. However, that dopamine quickly fades. You are then left with nothing but your own willpower and discipline to stick to this habit, and that's when things can get really complicated. In today's video, I wanted to go over the 4 parts and outline them really clearly on how to build a habit. These 4 parts come directly from the book Atomic Habits, which is one of my favorite books and one of the books that I've really been trying to apply to my life recently. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Javier Andres Godoy, and on this channel, I share my experiences with building habits, success, and different ways of making money. And I really want to encourage all of you guys to pick a habit today and try to actually follow these 4 actionable steps. Now, this isn't going to be like some sort of motivational video where I just sit here and motivate you and tell you that you have what it takes to build this habit, because the reality is all that is going to do is spike your dopamine levels and get you really excited at the beginning. But what help would that be to you if in 2 or 3 weeks you no longer stick to that habit? Now, the first step in building a habit is making it obvious. If you go back to my Be Lazy video, you can see that I really dive deep into why it's so important to make a habit obvious. But the easy thing to remember here is when you make a habit obvious, it becomes difficult to forget. How many times do you say you want to drink a gallon of water every day, but then throughout the day you completely forget to drink your water? It's because it wasn't obvious enough. That's why you see a lot of bodybuilders or people who really need to drink a lot of water carry around a gallon jug of water with them all day long. It's not because they want to show off that they're drinking all this water, it's because they're making it super obvious what they need to stick to that day. The second step in mastering a habit is making it attractive. If you go back to one of my other videos where I really talked about how to sort of hack your mind so that dopamine is released while you're doing a hard habit rather than before or after, you can start to learn how to make a habit attractive, because your mind is going to naturally remind you that you need that dopamine, and the only way to get it is by actually performing the habit, not by listening to loud music or drinking pre-workout before you go to the gym. And it's not even by treating yourself to ice cream or something after you've gone to the gym. It's by being in the gym, falling in love with the boredom and the monotony of going to the gym every day and actually enjoying the process. That is one of the big things I advocate for on this channel, and it's one of the most important steps of building your own habits. The third step is making your habit easy. A lot of times we make our habit unrealistic and not easy to attain. For example, if you want to gain 50 pounds of pure muscle in the next month, it is going to be impossible. No human has ever done this before, at least not naturally. So you need to be able to make a habit that's easy to obtain. For example, if your goal is to gain weight slowly and build some more muscle, like one of my goals is, you need to slowly add that muscle mass so that it'll really stick in the long run. It is also really important to make it easy because small little wins over time stacked will compound, and that is really how you can become better over time. Every single time that you get a little win, you are getting a little bit better, and the difference isn't really noticeable at first, but one day you'll see that all your work finally pays off. The book Atomic Habits uses the example of an ice cube sitting in a freezing room. This room's temperature is 25 degrees Fahrenheit. As the temperature slowly rises, you see no change in the ice cube. 26 degrees, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And then finally, when it gets to the 32nd degree, you can see that the ice slowly starts to melt away. The reason is because all those small changes, all those degrees going up one by one, looked like they were doing absolutely nothing. But the reality is that all these little changes over time will compound, and one day there will be a tipping point where you will see your life finally start to change if you can stick to your habits. And the fourth and final step of building a habit is make it satisfying. So basically what make it satisfying means is make sure that every single time that you complete a habit, you leave yourself wanting more. For example, I'm a soccer player and I play soccer here in college, and one of the habits that I built over time was juggling every single day. Now, I would try and go for new records every single time, and every single time I would try and beat my record, but I would not do that until the end of my session, because that way I would always be motivated to get to the end, because I knew that's where the fun part really came in and where I got to beat my record every single day. And if for some reason it was taking too long and I didn't get to beat that record, I knew that I had to come back the next day. And that's really the goal here when you're trying to build a habit, is make it satisfying. You know yourself better than anyone, so make something satisfying that you can do at the end or during your habit that will really help you make it pay off. So that's basically it for today's video. I really just wanted to break down and outline the 4 principles of building a habit that are outlined in Atomic Habits. If you guys want to see a longer, more in-depth explanation of each of these steps, let me know in the comments down below, because I am thinking of maybe doing a long extended video where I really dive deep into each of these steps. I don't want anybody watching this channel to have the excuse that they don't know how to build a habit. I've given you the 4 simple principles on how to build a habit. You just have to pick one and start. An added note to this, if you're wondering what the best habit to start is, I would recommend waking up early as your first habit. The reason for this is because when you wake up early, not only are you building discipline, but you're adding time to your day, which gives you so much more time and windows of opportunity to build other habits in the future. If you guys did like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. We're almost at our March goal of 50 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I appreciate every single one of you and the comments that are coming in. I appreciate all the love and likes. So make sure you guys keep leaving a thumbs up and sharing this video with some of your friends. And don't forget, you've got what it takes, but it'll take everything you've got.